Hey guys, this is Pazeeno, and welcome back to the Mindcrack Reddit server. It is not raining today. Amazing. Okay, we're going to start off with a harvest of the not-so-new wheat farm. Oh yeah. Always love watching all these items come straight towards me. Almost. And turn it off. And I always love this popping noise too when I get to collect everything at once. Let's wait for it. Okay, we have no wheat on us. Pop. Stack and a little bit. Alright. Now we gotta replant all this. And we also have to pick up the remnants of the leftovers. So, I've been busy. I think I always said that the last time. I was like, oh, I've been busy working on a wheat farm. Well, now I've been super busy. More busy than last time. Not only have I created a lot more paths around the area, but I have created some new stuff. I'm trying not to show you yet. Obviously, ooh, dang. Okay, well, I have hose. I do have them hose stored away. I'll have to go grab that. Oh, I broke another one. Wonderful. But yeah, I've actually started on my mob system, and it is coming along. It's just going to take a lot of resources, I guess, to get to where it'll actually be a good source of mob drops. I'm just failing at planting today. I have 2 layers done, and I was hoping to be done by planting by now. But I have 2 layers done. It's expected to be about, I don't know, 10, 14 layers, something like that. Enough layers to get a good amount of stuff from. Let's go and grab one of these babies. And plant here. And then where was that other one? Right over here. Yeah, I liked this idea of one of these is a furnace and one's a dispenser, but you can't really tell the difference. Might as well keep seeds in there too, until we have a bunch. And do the clicky thing to even out a stack of 3. Oh man, I have so much bread. And it's full of seeds now. Completely full. Alright, so here we go. Get everything in the picture. That is what I've been working on. First, I have the tree farm, which is just a couple pieces of dirt and some saplings, which I've actually grown. That's where I've been growing my trees to build this thing. Yeah, and that's how I've been getting up and down. Let's see, lately. So let's go ahead and jump up here. Actually, the easy way to get up, other than running up those giant stairs. Actually, I haven't shown you run up those stairs yet. I might as well mention now that I tried recording an episode. Oh, I fell. A little while ago, and my mic was still muted from an unfortunate event in my Final Fantasy series. So, you'll see that video later this week. I believe that's Friday's episode. But yeah, basically I left my mic muted, and I recorded a bunch of stuff without audio, so that includes like almost half of a episode of this. So just scrapped all that and start over, which is completely fine. Didn't really do anything important other than continue work on this mob system up here. Right. And usually I can run that without slowing down at all. I just messed up that time. So we got mobs fall down here. It has worked before. It just now stopped working. I don't know. For some reason, building up there makes it work, and then it stops working. But the problem is this... Ooh, almost broke that. This floor is too high up, and sometimes mobs will actually survive. So I'm probably going to drop this down 1 block and drop this down 2 blocks. So it's flat once you get to that step. But let me go ahead and jump up here. I would ender pearl up, but there's nothing to like aim for. So I gotta aim in the sky, and I'm just a bad shot, so I'll always miss. Did that? Oh, it just hasn't gotten watered yet. Okay. I was like, did that revert? I would have been mad. Alright, so here's the ceiling. It's capped off at the moment. Actually, it's not a good idea to go in that way. So yeah, the outside is nice and wood and pretty looking, and the inside is completely ugly and netherrack. I would die if I had to cut down as many trees as I need to make this all wood. But yeah, we have 2 layers done so far. Then, if you couldn't tell, this is Etho's design of a mob trap. It's the simplest I've found so far. Easy to build. It works well. Very efficient. And, well, I like the shape and design of it, so we'll go with that. I'm going to go ahead and work on the next layer here. Kind of go through the steps I go through to build this. But first, I'm going to go ahead and... 5. It's 5 blocks tall, so the first thing we do is take oak logs and... 5. Was that 5? Yeah. And build up the cardinal directions. Like so. Sometimes I'll forget I'm hungry, and my health will just go down and down and down after falling off those every time. I almost actually killed myself when I tried to record last time, because I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, I'm putting pine logs on the... what is it? The 30-degree marks from the cardinal directions. It's not perfectly 30, but close enough. There's 2. It divides it into 3 basically. Each quadrant. Yeah, see, I'm killing myself here. Breaks each quadrant up into thirds, like so. Alright, I really need feather falling boots. Is what I need. This this actually looks kind of cool. But after that, then we convert basically everything into planks and fill in the walls like so. The diagonal walls, well, they're not really diagonal, but the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, whatever, those walls are the pine dark wood type, and the north, south, east, west walls are just normal planks. It's nothing too fancy, but it needed to be simple because the thing is so giant. If I wanted to make a really fancy schmancy design or something, it would get monotonous, and I think it would just overpower your eyes if you tried to stare up and look at this thing from down below. And it is getting dark. I definitely know I have not lit up enough caves down there. I'm still caving every once in a while. Definitely not as much as I used to, but I'm getting close to lighting up all the caves. The progress of lighting up the caves will definitely show with the mob system here, because the more you light up caves, the more often mobs will spawn here instead of down in the caves. So you'll get higher mob rates, which leads to more resources and goodness. So that's what I've been doing, and a lot of the times I just go down there and light up stuff without collecting like the iron and everything. And then the problem with that is when I go down there to try to collect the stuff I passed up, I kind of forget where I've gone and collected stuff and where I've gone and not collected stuff. So there's probably a bunch of iron and redstone and coal that I've missed, but if I ever need like more iron or anything, we'll create a strip mine somewhere that isn't here. I'll have to make it somewhere else far away. That way I don't mess with the rates here, because I really don't feel like lighting up the strip mines themselves, or else we'll get mobs spawning there instead of here. Alright, so we've finished the walls, and that's the pretty part. That's the part you'll see from outside. Now I just gotta work on the inside, and I found the easiest way to do this is to do the water streams first. So this looks really awkward now, but first thing is to put water in each of the corners and walls in these little nooks here. And right now the water is flowing pretty much everywhere, but once we put in the spawning pads, it'll be apparent what I'm aiming for. Go ahead and cover that up and get rid of it, so we don't need that anymore. Think. Alright, so the spawning pads are 3x3, and I found this is the easiest way to do it when I did the last floor. Is to just do the bottom of each pad and then build upwards. The 3x3 pads, they're not very big, but the reason for them not being so big is so that mobs have a quicker chance, or a greater chance of falling off into the water streams and being taken away faster. The more often a mob will fall, the more often mobs will spawn. So once you get the mob out of there, it's another slot for a second mob to come in and spawn in its place, basically. So you want to try to get rid of them as soon as possible. And with these 3x3 pads, that's really easy. Jump up here and put the last 4 centers. Now you'll see that the hole that the mobs fall down is a 1x1x1. Well, not a third dimension, I guess. A 1x1 hole. And spiders don't fit in a 1x1 hole. So how do you deal with that? You make them not spawn at all, since string is basically kind of useless, although zombie flesh is kind of useless as well. If I ever need string, I can go find an abandoned mineshaft, I guess. But string, well, I don't know. Could make a experience farm out of the cave spider spawner system we have down there, and that would give me plenty of string and wool. As proven by my single player series, I get string and wool like none other when I use that thing. It's crazy. Because for every time you get up to level 50, basically level 50, almost level 50, you get like double that, 10 stacks of string, which equates to about 2.5 stacks of wool per item I want to enchant, and I enchant quite often, so it's a lot of wool. And that's why I don't think we need spiders in our spawning system. And I'm covering up these edges here just because it's a, with them open, there's a place basically for the, I keep saying basically too much. for the mob's pathfinding to find a path, and it'll try to go towards it. And if I leave the this open, they might be able to jump over there and not into the water. Anyway, here we go. Got a third layer built here, and we're just gonna build the ceiling, and this will also be the floor for the fourth layer. And if you see how boring this is of building this thing, and it's raining, wonderful. I'm recording, dang it. It's supposed to put the rain away. If you see how boring this is, I have to build like 14 layers of this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Probably not gonna record too much of it, so I hope I have enough netherrack. I don't want to have to come back up here because then there'll be mobs. Because the chest, actually I'll have to go all the way to the nether to get more netherrack, because I think I took all the nether already from my chest here in the storage area. So I don't know. Let's see. I think I talked about, in the first fail of recording, I talked about what I wanted to do with this base a little bit. And I guess I could talk about that again. I'm not going to have enough, am I? Dang. I'd like to do a lot of stuff. This base is really tiny right now. Yeah, I'm out. Dang. And I still have to do scaffolding and everything. Dang it. I think. Yep, things are already spawning here. Oh no, that was just netherrack. Never mind. Oh! Epsilon's here. Did not notice he was here. I was working up here. Can I make this, or am I gonna embarrass myself? Oh! Oh, nice. I made it. Yeah, this place is really small the way. Alright. Hopefully I can talk now. No, I'm just kidding. Like I was trying to say, I can't say stuff and type at the same time. It's really confusing. The space is a lot smaller than I'd imagine it. Like, right now we have the portal, the wheat farm, the tree farm. We have storage and furnaces and the mob system. That's about it. When I first thought of this idea, I thought of like 10 times bigger than this, with like all these different types of farms and places to go and so many different ways to get around, which is something I'd really like to do. I need to get netherrack. That's what I've been doing. Think. Yeah, I need feather falling boots for ender pearls as well. And I think Epsilon is going to go get me some slime balls for the wheat farm. So that's completely nice of him. Thank you, Epsilon, for that. Let's see. Things are spawning up there. No, not yet. It was working for a while, and then it stopped. And I assume once I make it bigger, I don't know how that glitch works out where things don't spawn above level 128 unless there's something in the chunk or the section. What do you call it? The section above it or something. I don't know. Had to do with the anvil saving type. So no idea if or how this is gonna work. Maybe it just won't work at all. That'd be sad face. Anyway, let's go ahead and close this up. This will give us a third layer to our building. I'll just plug it up for now. Don't plan on building another layer for a while. I mean, I'd like to Probably just gonna try to make this go all the way up to build limit, but I don't know if that'll work or not. Let's see, what do we want to work on now? Let's see, actually let's go ahead and drop off some stuff. So we'll come over here and go wink. Yeah, getting better with these things. When I first got on the server, I went to go get a bunch of glowstone, which is where I got this. That was one of the first things I did, and I was using the ender pearls. The ender pearls. Oh yeah, I can make bread out of this to get around in the Nether, and I wasn't really experienced with them at all. Did I? Yeah, I got this. So I was like missing all the time, and I like died a couple times because I used the ender pearl and I hit the ceiling or something and fell down. It was not the best time of my life. And right here is proof that this thing is working. I had to stand around and actually wait for these two mobs to spawn. Oh, one of them fell, and the other one fell, and now it is empty again. Oh how Minecraft works and how spawning works and how it doesn't work. Getting weird laggy things. Something about it's probably this rain that's logging me out. Look, like I look this direction, I get no lag. As I turn around, it gets laggy. Well, it's not laggy, it's only 30 frames per second. Oh, hey, you're here. I can't see your text. Thank you very much. 48, man, that's a lot more than I really needed. But that'll do, so let's go ahead and I guess we could do that. That's not the right chest even. It's just where I'm like, I'm lagging for some reason, looking in different directions, and like, oh, there's a guy there watching me derp around. But yeah, I wonder why that is. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up those arrows. They're lonely arrows. Oh, actually, he's gonna pick those up. That's fine. I just found that funny. Oh, whatever. All right. Oh, get him falling. Bink, bink, bink. Let's go over here. Not trample our wheat. Look at this. Some of it's already grown already. All right. Okay, I did not put away. Oh no! I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I guess we harvested some early. Oh, and I broke it too. Oh, maybe not. Oh well. How things work. Alright, let's go. I got how much? I got 1 wheat from that. Yes! And I don't think I have enough seeds to replace all that, actually. Nope. I don't. Oh well. Well, let's go ahead and replace what I can. And how am I going to do this? Let's just go ahead and doop, boop, boop, boop. Undo all this water. And then dig it out, I guess. For some reason, I just thought, well, let's go ahead and take out the sand so we can get to the pistons. I was like, oh no, there's water behind it. And then the crops were flooded. So yeah, just gonna take out all the sand, don't need it anymore. Thanks to our wonderful buddy Epsilon. Donated our slime balls here. Dink, dink, dink. Alright, did I grab them all? 4? Yes, I did. Go ahead and put these here, and I should pop up. Blink. Dink. Okay. Who's this guy? Itayamo. Moderator of R Ultra Hardcore, owner of the Yuchis. Ooh, he's important. No, I don't visit that Reddit often, so... Oh well, sorry if I'm supposed to know you. Think. Gonna put these up, and we'll go ahead and replace the water. I'm probably just gonna make this dark wood since I have some on me. Doop, boop, boop. And the stops, that is. And then we'll go ahead and end the episode for today, since it's been going on for a while. Doop, doop. I like to pay attention to chat, but it's kind of hard to talk at the same time. Oh, and I left my water bottles. I keep calling water bottles buckets, water buckets. I left them. Can I make this awesome throw? I can. Can I make this awesome throw? I never make this throw. You're gonna witness me fail. But I might make it. Nope. Nope, there it is. There it is, splash. I'm a good failure at traversing my own base. I can never make that throw from the portal to the storage area. It's just I don't know. There's nothing to aim for. So you have to be lucky and just aim at the sky and make it. Oh well. And it's all because I put my water buckets away. Just because I had nothing better to do, so I was like putting stuff away, organizing inventory. Alright, let's try this again. Gonna fall again, watch. Alright, this time aim a little lower. And I made it. Oh, and it stopped raining. Wonderful. However, interruptions are not good. What am I looking for? Tools and weapons. Da-da. 2 water buckets. Let's head back over. Of course, making it back to the portal was easy. And back over to the farm. Ink. Oh wow, I almost made it all the way over. Doop, 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 doop. Pick up 2 more. And I guess right now, I'll say that today we did the 3rd level of the mob system, and yes, it does work. So that's good news. Hopefully, well, the obvious reason why it's not working so well is because we have 8 people online. This is like the most I've seen in forever. So I usually, for some reason, I'm always on when there's like nobody there. So sad face, but the mob spawns are spread out between 8 different locations, and that leads to less mobs. But I don't know. More layers should obviously mean the more mobs will spawn here. So once we get more layers of that, then we'll be seeing some significant changes to how many mobs are falling down. And something is happening down here, and I will go ahead and read that. Not type TW. And see you guys next time. This has been Pazeeno. See you guys later.